Hello friends, myself Madhudip, studying in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. Currently, I am doing my Bachelor of Engineering in CSE stream first year. Today, my presentation is all about list in Python. So let's go into it. So this was my introduction, and the subject is Introduction to Python Programming. And the topic we are going to discuss today is list. So introduction of list. So list in Python programming language. So lists are one of the fundamental data structures in Python. So they are versatile, dynamic, and commonly used to store a collection of items. So what is a list? A list is a collection of elements, ordered and mutable. So elements can be of different data type, including integers, strings, float, or even other lists. So lists are defined using square brackets as shown here. So creating a list. So list can be created by putting comma separated values or items within square brackets. So square bracket indicates the starting and ending of the list. So the syntax of creating a list is list name is equal to square bracket open and close. So inside the square brackets, so the list items or values should be typed. So example of creating a list. So usually while creating a list, the strings which are used as the values of the list should be in double inverted comma as shown here. So here the list name is fruits is equal to open the square brackets as it is a string. So it should be in double inverted comma apple, comma banana, comma orange, comma grapes and close the square brackets. So another example of list is given below. So my underscore list is the name of the list is equal to open the square brackets. So for integers, float values, as they are not strings, so we do not need to use any inverted comma. So it's equal to open the square bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma as apple is a string, so within square brackets comma banana within square brackets comma open another list within a list. So this is usually called as nested list. So now here we can see there's a list present within the list. So this is known as nested list. So which we are going to discuss in this presentation as we go further. Now the open the square bracket of this list. So the list elements are 4 comma 5 comma 3 and as they are not strings, don't need any inverted comma, and close the inner list first and by using square brackets, and now close the total list, that is my underscore list, by using square brackets. So this is an example of creating a list. So accessing list elements. So how to access the elements in a list? So individual elements in a list can be accessed using indexing. So Python uses zero-based indexing, where the first element is at index 0 and the second is at index 1 and so on. So negative indexing is also supported, allowing us to access elements from the end of the list. So the example of accessing element, print in curly bracket fruits and in square bracket 0. The square bracket should be closed and the curve bracket also should be closed. So this example is been taken from the previous example as seen here. So 0. So the output of the first print statement will be apple as index of the apple, and the index of banana is 1 and orange is 2 and grapes is 3. So print fruits in square brackets -1. So the output of this will be grapes as negative indexing starts from -1 and at the back of the list. This is how we can access elements of the list. So slicing list. So Python allows us to extract a sublist from a list using slicing. So the syntax for slicing is list square brackets, open the square brackets, start semicolon, stop semicolon, step and close the square bracket. So start in the index to start the slicing inclusive, Stop is the index to end the slice exclusive, and step is the number of elements to be skipped. So the example of slicing in list is given here. So the list name numbers is equal to open the square brackets 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, as they are not strings, does not need an inverted comma, and close the square bracket. So print numbers, open the square bracket 1 semicolon 4, close the square bracket. So the output of this code will be open the square bracket 2 comma 3 comma 4. So here, so indexing of the number, so the numbers containing this index have been printed. So as the number 1 has 0 index, 2 has 1 index, 3 has 2 index, 4 has 3 index, and 5 has 4 index. So the number indexing starts from 1. So 2 is printed. So 3, which has index 2 is printed, and 4, which has index 3 is printed, and the number 5 is not being printed because so the number before the number subtracted from the main number is being taken, that is 4 minus 1 3. So the numbers indexing from 1 to 3 have been printed excluding 4. So modifying lists. So lists are mutable, meaning their elements can be changed after creation. So we can modify elements by directly assigning new values using indexing or slicing. Lists also provide various methods for adding, removing, and manipulating elements. So for the example of modifying a list is given below. So my underscore list is the name of the list name, and open the square brackets 10 comma 20 comma 30 and close the square brackets. So my underscore list, open the square bracket 1 and close the square bracket. So one is the index of the list, my underscore list is equal to 25. So now here we are asking a compiler to replace the index number 1 with 25. So print open curve brackets my underscore list and close the curve bracket. So the output will be 10 comma 25 comma 30 within square brackets. So here we are asking the compiler to replace 20 with 25, which has the index 1. So in this way, list can be modified. List comprehensions. The list comprehensions are conceived where to create list in Python. So they offer a compact syntax to perform operations on elements and create new lists. List comprehensions are more efficient than traditional loops for creating lists. So the example of list comprehensions are squares is equal to x to the power of 2, that is x asterisk 2. For x in range, open curly bracket 1 comma 6 and close the curly bracket and close the square bracket. So here squares is name of the list, and now we have to print the squares. So the output will be 1 comma 4 comma 9 comma 6 comma 25 within square brackets. The squares of the numbers from 1 to 5 has been printed as output. So common list operations. So list supports various operations such as concatenation, repetition, and checking membership. So this operation can be performed using operators like addition, multiplication, and in. So the example of common list operation is given below. So list 1 is the name of the list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 within square brackets. List 2 is equal to 4 comma 5 comma 6 within square brackets. So concatenation of the list is being done by adding list 1 and list 2 by using the operator plus. So concatenation is equal to list 1 plus list 2. So repeated is equal to list 1 as list 3. So repeated is used to print the list n number of times as we required. So checking underscore the membership is equal to 3 in list 1. So this is used to check whether the number 3 is in present in the list 1. So in is used to check in this process. So print concatenated. So the output of this will be 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 within square brackets, and print repeated. So the output of this print statement will be 1 comma 2 comma 3 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 within square brackets. Here the list 1 2 3 elements have been repeated thrice. So print check underscore membership. So output is true as the number 3 is been present in the list 1. So nested list. The list can contain other lists forming nested structures. So the list present within the list is known as nested list. So example is given below. So example of nested list. So matrix is equal to, first open the square brackets and open another square brackets of the list within a list 1 comma 2 comma 3 and close that square bracket comma open another list within a list 4 comma 5 comma 6 within square brackets comma open another list within the main list matrix 7 comma 8 comma 9 within square brackets, and now close the entire list matrix at 7 comma 8 comma 9 within brackets square brackets 7 comma 8 comma 9 within square bracket 7 comma 8 comma 9 within square brackets, and now close the entire original list, that is matrix list, by using square bracket. So print matrix in square brackets 1 and in square brackets 2. So the output will be 6 as it a list contained within a list. So 1 comma 2 comma 3 within square bracket is 0 indexing for the list matrix, and 4 comma 5 comma 6 is indexing 1. 7 comma 8 comma 9 has indexing 2. So we are asking the print statements to print indexing value 1. So 4 comma 5 comma 6 is been taken.